The Path to Financial Freedom, a teacher's transformation story. Nobody is going to save you. That's harsh, but it's true. The government pension won't save you. A lucky inheritance won't save you. A lottery ticket won't save you either. But here's the good news. You can save yourself. Maybe right now you spend your paycheck as soon as it arrives. Maybe credit card debt is drowning you. Maybe at the end of every month you ask, where did it all go? Maybe you're scared about your future. I know, because Emily Rodriguez was in the same place. Emily was a 27-year-old preschool teacher. She worked at a small kindergarten in San Diego, California. She was responsible for 22 children aged 4 to 5. Every morning she'd arrive at work at 7 a.m., and until 5 p.m. she'd teach kids the alphabet, do art projects with them, and sing songs. Emily loved the children. She loved her job. But there was one thing she didn't love: her bank account. Monthly salary? $3,200. That's $38,400 a year gross, a standard salary for a preschool teacher in America. But here's the problem. Every month her account hit zero. Sometimes it went negative. Rent, $1,100. Student loan payment, $350. Car loan, $280. Credit card minimum payment, $120. Utilities, water, internet, $200. Cell phone, $85. Car insurance, $150. Total fixed expenses, $2,285. What was left? $915. With this money, she had to cover groceries, gas, eating out, clothing, entertainment, everything. And Emily spent that $915 in 30 days, sometimes before day 31 even came. Starbucks coffee, $5.50 a day. Lunch out, $12 a day. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, $35 a month. Weekend outings with friends, $80 a week. And the biggest enemy? The credit card. Emily had $8,700 in credit card debt at 19.99% interest.
She paid $120 every month, but the principal never decreased, because 19.99% interest meant $145 a month. So Emily paid $120 and borrowed $145 more. She was lost in a maze. One night, Emily sat at her kitchen table. Her laptop screen showed her bank account. Balance? $47. It was the 23rd of the month. 7 days to go. She cried. She was 32 years old that night, and she was in the same place she'd been 5 years earlier when she graduated from college. Actually, she was worse off, because 5 years ago she didn't have $8,700 in debt. I'm a good person, she thought. I work hard. I help children. Why can't I do this? Why does everyone else succeed, but I can't? That night, Emily realized something. The system was leading her to failure. Every month, the same cycle. Paycheck arrives, bills get paid, remaining money gets spent. End of month, credit card, next month, more debt. Emily wasn't failing because she was a bad person. She was failing because she didn't have a good system. And that night, Emily made a decision. She would change. But how? This is exactly what this book is about. Emily's journey from $27,000 in debt to $175,000 in savings. What she did from age 32 to age 40 in 8 years. What mistakes she made. What strategies she applied, and how you can do it too. In this book, you'll learn 3 things. Number 1, Emily's story. Real numbers, real challenges, real strategies. Number 2, financial freedom principles. that wealth comes from systems, not luck. Number 3, step-by-step action plan. Instructions you can start today and see results tomorrow. If you dedicate 30 minutes to yourself every day, if you apply the steps in this book, in 6 months, you'll be a different person. In 1 year, you'll be free. Is it easy? No. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it worth it? Forever yes. Let's begin.
Chapter 1. The Awakening – Learning Where Your Money Goes. Emily woke up differently the morning after that night. Actually, she didn't feel different. She was still in the same 850-square-foot one-bedroom apartment. She still had that same $47 balance. She still had that same $27,000 in total debt. But one thing had changed – her decision. Here's the first big truth about money. Change starts with emotion, but happens through action. Emily did something on her way to work that morning. She opened a note on her phone called Expenses, and she wrote down every single expense that day. 7:15 a.m., Starbucks latte, $5.50. 10:30 a.m., snack from Teacher's Lounge, $2. 12:45 p.m., Chipotle burrito bowl, $11.50. 6:30 p.m., gas, $45. 7:15 p.m., detergent and shampoo from Target, $28.50. Total, $92.50. In 1 day, nearly $100. Emily was shocked. Did I spend $100 in 1 day? She thought. But she continued. Day 2, 7:15 a.m., Starbucks latte, $5.50. 12:30 p.m., Subway sandwich, $9. 8 p.m., pizza with friends, $25. Total, $39.50. Day 3, 7:15 a.m., Starbucks latte, $5.50. 12:40 p.m., Panda Express, $10.50. 6 p.m., personal care items from CVS, $18. Total, $34. Emily did this for 30 days. Every day, every expense. From her coffee to her parking meter, from her Amazon orders to her Netflix subscription. Everything. And at the end of day 30, she sat at her kitchen table. She opened an Excel spreadsheet. She categorized all her expenses. Food and beverages, Starbucks coffee, $165, 30 days times $550. Lunch out, $300 on average. Dinner/going out, $240. Groceries, $180. Total, $885. Transportation, gas, $160. Car maintenance, $0 this month. Total, $160. Shopping, clothing, $120. Personal care, $85. Home items, $95. Total, $300. Entertainment, streaming subscriptions, $35. Going out with friends, $180. Movies, events, $60. Total, $275. Other, various small expenses, $145. Grand total, $1,765. Emily had said her balance was $915, but she'd spent $1,765. Difference, $850. That $850 went on the credit card, and Emily hadn't even noticed. That was the problem. Emily sat down and cried. But this time, it was a different kind of crying. It wasn't the helplessness cry from the first night. This was a realization cry. Because Emily understood something. The problem wasn't that her salary was too low. The problem was that she didn't know where her money was going. Now I'm going to ask you a question. And be honest. How much did you spend last month? You don't know? That's normal. Most people don't know. According to one study, 78% of Americans don't know how much they spend, and those who don't know spend 41% more than those who do. Here's the first big lesson. You can't control what you don't measure. When Emily saw that spreadsheet, she realized, number one, small expenses are killing you. $5.50 for coffee per day equals $165 per month, equals $1,980 per year. Emily had been buying Starbucks coffee every day for 6 years. Total spent? $11,880. More expensive than a car. Number two, the phrase, just this once, is a lie. Emily said every lunch, just today I'll eat out, tomorrow I'll bring food from home. But she said the same thing every day. $300 a month, $3,600 a year.
Number 3. Subscriptions are sneaky. Netflix, $15.99. Spotify, $10.99. Amazon Prime, $14.99 monthly. Gym she didn't use, $45. Total, $87 per month equals $1,044 per year. Emily had gone to the gym a total of 3 times in the last 6 months. Cost per visit, $90. Number 4. Social pressure is expensive. Saying yes to friends who say, let's go out, $180 a month. When Emily saw these expenses, her first reaction was guilt. What a stupid person I am, she thought. But then she stopped, and she remembered, guilt doesn't bring change, action does. Emily asked herself 3 questions that night. Question 1, which expenses actually make me happy? She thought, Starbucks coffee? Actually, no. It was just habit. Did it really make her happier? No. Going out with friends? Yes, but every week? No. Twice a month was enough. Netflix? Yes, but did she really need Amazon Prime? No. Question 2. Which expenses are just habit? Starbucks? Habit. Eating out for lunch every day? Habit. Going out every Saturday? Habit. Constant online shopping? Habit. Question 3. If I cut these expenses, will my life really get worse? Honest answer, no. Emily made another decision that night. She would change, but not radically, sustainably. Because here's another big lesson. Extreme restrictions don't work. Sustainable changes do. Emily made herself a 30-day awareness period plan. Week 1, just record. Don't cut anything. Just write. Every expense. Don't judge. Just observe. Week 2, categorize. Group expenses. Necessary, semi-necessary, unnecessary. Week 3, mark the unnecessary ones. Which ones can you live without? Mark them. Week 4, experiment. Cut 3 of the marked ones. See how much your life changes. Emily implemented this plan, and at the end of day 30, she learned, check mark, making coffee at home, $150 saved per month. Check mark, bringing lunch from home 3 days a week, $120 saved per month.
Check mark. Canceling gym membership and doing yoga at home, $45 saved per month. Check mark. Canceling Amazon Prime, $15 saved per month. Check mark. Going out twice a month instead of every week, $90 saved per month. Total monthly savings, $420. When Emily saw this, she was shocked. Without making serious restrictions in her life, just by cutting the unnecessary, she was saving $420 a month. Per year, $5,040. In 5 years, $25,200. 3 times more than her credit card debt. And Emily was just getting started. Now it's your turn. Today, right now, raise your hand and say, I'm going to do this too. Because what Emily did doesn't require superintelligence. It requires discipline. Here's what you're going to do today. Step 1. 5 minutes. Open a note on your phone called My Expenses or get a notebook. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you start recording. Step 2. Today. Write down every expense today. Your coffee, your bus ticket, your lunch, everything. Step 3. 30 days. Repeat every day. Yes, every day. Don't skip a single day. Step 4. Day 30. Like Emily, open an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets or write it on paper. Categorize, add it up, and be shocked. Is it hard? The first week, yes. The second week, it becomes a habit. The third week, it becomes automatic. Emily was walking in darkness before doing this. After doing it, she turned on the light. You can do it too. But if you don't, a year from now, you'll still be in the same place. You'll still be asking, where did my money go? The choice is yours. Emily chose, and her life changed. Now it's your turn. Go. Open that notebook. Write your first expense.
Chapter 2. Debt Hell. How to Get Out. Emily now knew where her money was going, but she still had a big problem. Debt. $27,000. Every night before bed, this was all she could think about. Every morning when she woke up, this was the weight on her chest. Here's how it broke down. Credit card, $8,700 at 19.99% interest. Student loan, $16,500 at 5.8% interest. Car loan, $1,800 at 4.5% interest. 8 payments remaining. Total, $27,000. Emily was paying these every month. Credit card minimum, $120. Student loan, $350. Car loan, $280. Total monthly payment, $750. But here's the critical point. Even though Emily paid $750 every month, the debt wasn't decreasing. Actually, it was increasing. Why? Interest. Credit card, 19.99% interest equals $145 per month in interest alone. Emily paid $120, but $145 in interest accumulated. So she was borrowing $25 more every month. And worst of all, Emily was still making new purchases on the card because she didn't have enough cash. She was in a maze, and she couldn't see a way out. One evening, Emily called her mother. Her mother lived in Texas. She was a retired nurse. "Mom, I'm drowning," Emily said. Her voice was shaking. "What happened, honey?" her mother said. "I have $27,000 in debt, and I don't know how to get out." There was silence on the phone. Then her mother took a deep breath. "Emily, I'm going to tell you something. When I was your age, I had $35,000 in debt. When I separated from your father, I was alone. I had to raise you, and I had debt." Emily was surprised. "You never told me that." "Because I was ashamed. But then I learned debt isn't something to be ashamed of. Staying in debt is." "So how did you get out?" 2 words, discipline and strategy. That night, her mother told Emily about it. Debt elimination strategy, the snowball method. Emily's mother reminded her of a memory from childhood. "Do you remember you used to love making snowballs when it snowed? You'd make a small ball, then you'd roll it on the ground, roll it, and make it bigger. It started small, but it would get huge." "Yes," Emily said. "Getting out of debt is the same. You start small, but as you gain momentum, you speed up." Emily's mother had told her about the snowball method, a strategy made famous by Dave Ramsey. Here's how it works. Step 1. List all debts from smallest to largest. Emily's list: 1. Car loan. $1,800 at 4.5% interest, 8 months remaining. 2. Credit card, $8,700 at 19.99% interest. 3. Student loan, $16,500 at 5.8% interest. Step 2. Pay the smallest debt first. Doesn't seem logical, right? Because the credit card interest is much higher. But psychology is more important, because getting out of debt isn't about math, it's about motivation. Step 3. Make minimum payments on other debts. Credit card, $120 minimum. Student loan, $350 minimum. Step 4. Use all extra money on the smallest debt. Emily now had $420 in savings from Chapter 1. She would put all $420 toward the car loan. Car loan payment, $280. Extra payment, $420. Total, $700 per month. Step 5. Finish the first debt, move to the next one. $1,800 debt divided by $700 per month equals 2.5 months. Emily could finish the car loan in 3 months. Step 6. The snowball is rolling. After the car loan was done, she'd put that $700 toward the credit card. Credit card minimum, $120. From car loan, $700. Total, $820 per month on credit card. $8,700 divided by $820 equals 10.6 months. About 11 months later, the credit card would be done too.
Step 7. Final debt, student loan. Once the credit card was done, student loan minimum, $350. From car plus credit card, $820. Total, $1,170 per month on student loan. $16,500 divided by $1,170 equals 14.1 months. About 14 months later, the student loan would be done too. Total time, 3 months plus 11 months plus 14 months equals 28 months. Equals 2 years, 4 months. Emily froze on the phone. Mom, did you say 2.5 years? Yes, honey. In 2.5 years, you'll be debt-free. Emily started crying, but this time they were tears of happiness. But there's one more thing, her mother said. This is just math. Real life is harder. Emergencies will happen. The car will break down. You'll get sick. Friends will get married. You'll want to go on vacation. What should I do? 2 things. 1. Create an emergency fund. 2. Stay motivated. Emergency fund. Your life insurance. Emily's mother told her, "You'll have a debt payment plan, but life doesn't follow plans. That's why you need a cushion." What is an emergency fund? Money you save only for emergencies. You don't touch it. You only use it for real emergencies. How much should it be? Level 1. Beginning. $1,000. Covers small emergencies, car repair, emergency dental, etc. Level 2. Medium. 1 month's expenses. Total of all your fixed expenses. Rent, bills, groceries, etc. Level 3, full, 3 to 6 months expenses. Full security. Even if you lose your job, you can manage for 6 months. For Emily, the numbers. Level 1, $1,000. Level 2, $2,285, her fixed expenses. Level 3, $6,855 to $13,710, 3 to 6 months. Emily's strategy. First, collect $1,000 emergency fund. Then, pay debt. Finally, complete 6-month emergency fund.
But Mom, Emily said, I have $420 in savings. How will I reach $1,000? Side income. Side income, extra job ideas. Emily's mother told her, if you want to get out of debt quickly, just reducing spending isn't enough. You need to increase income. Emily thought, but how? I'm a full-time teacher. I don't have time for a second job. You create time, and a second job is actually small side incomes. Here are the side jobs Emily did. Number 1, weekend babysitting. Because Emily was a preschool teacher, families trusted her. She babysat on Saturday evenings for 3 to 4 hours. Rate, $20 per hour. Duration, 4 hours per week. Monthly income, $320. Number 2, online English teaching. Emily signed up for the VIP Kid platform. She taught English online to Chinese children. Every morning from 5:30 to 7 a.m. before going to work. Rate, $18 per hour. Duration, 7.5 hours per week. 1.5 hours every day. Monthly income, $540. Number 3, selling old items. Emily sold items she didn't use in her home on Facebook Marketplace and Poshmark. Old clothes, $180. Unused electronics, $120. Books and decorations, $95. First month total, $395. Total side income, first month, $320 plus $540 plus $395 equals $1,255. Subsequent months, $320 plus $540 equals $860 per month. Emily was shocked. By working just 10 to 12 hours extra per week, she was earning $860 a month. Now her new situation. Savings from expense reduction, $420. Side income, $860. Total, $1,280 per month. Emily used this $1,280 like this. First 4 weeks, all side income first month, $1,255 goes to emergency fund. At the end of month 1, emergency fund $1,255. Check mark.
From month 2 onward, used $1,280 for debt payment. New plan. Car loan, normal payment $280. Extra payment $1,000. Setting aside $280 for emergency. Total $1,280 per month. 1,800 divided by 1,280 equals 1.4 months. It was 2.5 months before. Credit card. Payment $1,280 per month. $8,700 divided by $1,280 equals 6.8 months. It was 11 months before. Student loan. Payment $350, normal, plus $1,280 equals $1,630 per month. $16,500 divided by $1,630 equals 10.1 months. It was 14 months before. New total time, 1.4 plus 6.8 plus 10.1 equals 18.3 months, approximately 1.5 years. Emily could get out of debt in 1.5 years. That night, Emily lay in her bed. For the first time in months, she slept comfortably, because now she had a plan. She had hope. And most importantly, she had taken control. The real journey began. But the story doesn't end here, because making a plan is easy. Implementing it is hard. Emily successfully completed the first month. Checkmark. $420 expense reduction. Checkmark. $1,255 side income. Checkmark. $1,000 emergency fund creation. In month 2, she put $1,280 toward the car loan. Debt, $1,800 minus $1,280 equals $520 remaining. In month 3, she paid the remaining $520. Car loan done. Checkmark. First victory. Emily now owned the car completely. She didn't owe anyone for that car anymore. She screamed with joy. She called her mother. They cried on the phone. "First debt done, Mom." "I'm proud of you, honey, but don't let up. The real battle is starting now." She was right, because the credit card was a much bigger monster.
In month 4, Emily put all $1,280 toward the credit card. $8,700 minus $1,280 equals $7,420 remaining. Month 5, $7,420 minus $1,280 equals $6,140. Month 6, $6,140 minus $1,280 equals $4,860. And then life intervened. In the middle of month 7, Emily's car broke down. Engine failure. Repair. $850. Emily panicked. "That's it! My whole plan is ruined!" But then she remembered emergency fund. She used that $1,000, got the car repaired, paid $150 out of pocket, and she learned emergency fund saves lives. That month, she could only put $130 toward the credit card. $1,280 minus $150 equals $1,130 plus $150 deducted from side income. But at least she didn't create new debt. In month 8, she brought the emergency fund back to $1,000. She put $500 toward the credit card. From month 9 onward, things returned to normal. Month 9, $4,860 minus $1,280 equals $3,580. Month 10, $3,580 minus $1,280 equals $2,300. Month 11, $2,300 minus $1,280 equals $1,020. Month 12, $1,020 minus $1,020 equals $0. Credit card done. 1 year later, Emily was free from $8,700 in credit card debt. For the first time in 6 years, she had no credit card debt. That night, Emily bought herself a small gift, a latte from Starbucks, $5.50. But this time, there was a difference. She bought it with cash, not credit, and without creating debt. It tasted better.
Now only one debt remained. Student loan, $16,500. Emily was now paying $1,630 per month, $350 normal, plus $1,280 extra. $16,500 divided by $1,630 equals 10.1 months. But Emily did one more thing. Now that she had no credit card debt, she wasn't paying $145 in interest every month. She added that $145 to the student loan. New payment, $1,630 plus $145 equals $1,775 per month. $16,500 divided by $1,775 equals 9.3 months. Emily would be completely debt-free in 9 months. And so she was. From month 13 to month 21, 9 months total, Emily paid $1,775 every month. And at the end of month 21, 9 months after zeroing the credit card, the student loan was done too. $16,500 paid. No debt. Checkmark. 21 months equals 1 year, 9 months. Emily paid off $27,000 in debt in 1.5 years, as planned, even with the 3-month car repair delay. She started at age 32 with $27,000 in debt. At age 34, she was completely debt-free. For the first time in 10 years, Emily didn't owe anyone anything. That night, Emily lay in her bed.
and she cried, but this time they were tears of freedom. Her mother called. "I did it, Mom. I finished it." "I knew you would, honey, because you're like me. You're strong." "But I'm tired, so tired." "I know, but now the real work begins." "What else is there, Mom?" "Wealth."
You can do what Emily did, but first answer these questions honestly. Number 1, what is your total debt? Credit card plus consumer loan plus car plus student plus others equals? Number 2, how much minimum do you pay every month? All debts total equals? Number 3, how much extra payment can you make per month? Expense reduction plus side income equals? Number 4, which is your smallest debt? Make the list. Order from smallest to largest. Do this today. Step 1, list all your debts. Write them in Excel or on paper. See them all. Step 2, order from smallest to largest. Use the snowball method. Step 3, create a $1,000 or 10,000 lira emergency fund. First goal is this. Step 4, find side income. Work 4 hours on Saturday. Sell something. Do online work. 10 to 12 hours per week is enough. Step 5, use all extra money on the smallest debt. Pay minimum on others. Step 6, finish the first debt. Celebrate. Then move to the second. Step 7, roll the snowball. As you gain momentum, speed up. Is it hard? Yes. The first 3 months are the hardest. Is it possible? Emily did it. You can do it too. Is it worth it? 21 months later, Emily was free. You can be too. Now go. List your debts. Make your plan. Because freedom doesn't come by itself. You bring it. Emily brought it. Your turn. Emily was now debt-free. She was 34 years old. For the first time in her life, she didn't owe anyone money. But there was a problem. She was still poor. She had $1,000 emergency fund in her bank account. That was it. Emily was working, but she wasn't wealthy. She was just debt-free. And she realized being debt-free isn't being rich. Being debt-free is 0 point. Being rich is being positive. Emily had been paying $1,775 a month toward debt. Now where would she put that money she used to pay debt? Here began the third stage of financial freedom, savings. But Emily had learned one thing. The I'll save whatever's left at the end of the month system didn't work because there was never anything left. Emily needed a new system.
Emily read a book, The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. This book changed Emily's life. Collins said, "Wealth isn't willpower. It's automation. If you can't trust yourself, build a system." Emily did exactly that. 3 rules of the system. Rule 1, pay yourself first. As soon as your paycheck arrives, set aside savings. At the beginning, not at the end. Rule 2, you don't spend money you don't see. If money automatically goes to a savings account, you have to make an effort to spend it, and laziness wins. Rule 3, automate every increase too. Did you get a raise? Put half of it into automatic savings. Did side income increase? Into automatic savings. Emily went to the bank, and she set this up. Automatic transfer. The day after every payday, $1,200 would automatically transfer to a savings account. Why $1,200? Because Emily now had $1,775 extra per month, what she used to pay toward debt. Of that money, $1,200 to savings, $575 to security cushion account, to increase emergency fund to 3 months. First month came. Paycheck deposited, $3,200.
Next day, automatically, $1,200 to savings, $575 to emergency fund. Remaining, $1,425. Emily's fixed expenses, $2,285 for rent, bills, etc. Wait a minute, Emily said. How will I pay $2,285 in expenses with $1,425? She'd forgotten. She had side income. Weekend babysitting, $320. Online teaching, $540. Total side income, $860. $1,425 plus $860 equals $2,285. Exactly enough. And the best part? Emily didn't even feel like she was saving, because the money was already gone from her account. The money she saw was the money she could spend. First month, $1,200 had accumulated.
When Emily saw that number, she got excited. My first 1,000, she said. But then she remembered. No, I already have 1,000. This is $2,200. Second month, $1,200 more. Total, $2,400. Emergency fund had $1,575. Third month, total savings, $3,600. Emily had never seen this much money in her life. She had $3,600 in her account, and she didn't owe anyone. But the real question was, what would she do with this money? Emily learned a concept in The Simple Path to Wealth book, the 3-bucket system. Colin said, don't keep all your money in one place, because every dollar has a different job. Here are the 3 buckets. Bucket 1, emergency fund. Purpose, unexpected events. Amount, 3 to 6 months expenses. Location, immediately accessible, savings account. Touch condition, only for real emergency. Bucket 2, short-term savings. Goals. Purpose, to be used within 1 to 3 years. Example, car down payment, wedding, vacation, home items. Location, high-interest savings account. Touch condition, planned goals. Bucket 3, long-term investment, wealth. Purpose, 5+ years later, retirement. Example, stocks, retirement fund, index fund. Location, investment account, 401k, IRA, or brokerage. Touch condition, retirement or 10+ years later. Emily understood. Until now, she'd only been filling bucket 1, but to be wealthy, she needed bucket 3. Emily's plan? Stage 1, complete emergency fund, bucket 1. Goal, $6,855, 3 months expenses. Status, $1,575 available. Needed, $5,280. Duration, 9 months.
Stage 2, short-term goals, bucket 2. Emily had 2 goals. Vacation in 1 year, $2,000. New laptop in 6 months, $1,200. Stage 3, start long-term investment, bucket 3. Goal, investment for retirement. Start $400 per month. Emily did this. First 9 months, completing emergency fund, $575 to emergency, bucket 1, $625 to short-term for laptop plus vacation, bucket 2, $0 to investment, not yet. At the end of month 9, bucket 1, $6,855, checkmark, completed. Bucket 2,
$5,625. From month 10 onward, since the emergency fund was complete, Emily could now shift that $575 to investment 2, $625 to short-term goals, bucket 2, $575 to long-term investment, bucket 3. Emily had never invested. She'd never bought stocks. She wasn't even contributing to her 401k, even though the school offered it, but she didn't participate. She was scared because she didn't know. One day in the teacher's lounge, she talked with Tom, an experienced teacher. Tom was 58 years old, would retire in 2 years. "Tom, can I ask you a question?" "Sure, Emily." "How much have you saved for retirement?" Tom smiled. $1.2 million. Emily's jaw dropped. "What? How? You're a teacher too." "Yes, and for 30 years I've been investing $500 every month. That's it." "But $500 times 12 months times 30 years equals $180,000. How did it become $1.2 million? Compound interest, Emily, the eighth wonder of the world. That day, Tom taught Emily the most powerful concept in finance.
Tom showed her this table. Scenario 1, Emily starting at age 34. Starting age 34. Monthly investment $575. Annual return 8%. Historical stock market average. Retirement age 65, 31 years. Result, total invested, 575 times 12 times 31 equals $213,900. Amount accumulated, $934,820. Emily couldn't believe her eyes. Almost $1 million. Yes, Tom said, but there's better. Look at this. Scenario 2, Emily's twin, if she'd started at age 25, 9 years earlier. Starting age 25. Monthly investment $575. Annual return 8%. Retirement age 65, 40 years. Result, total invested, 575 times 12 times 40 equals $276,000. Amount accumulated, $2,012,600. $2 million? Emily shouted. Just 9 years difference? Yes, starting 9 years earlier earns you $1 million more. That's the power of time. Emily felt regret. I wish I'd started at 25. Tom put his hand on Emily's shoulder. Emily, the best time was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. That day, Emily made another decision. She would start today. First step, 401k. Tom told Emily, "The school has a 401k plan. You're not participating. That's a big mistake." But what exactly is a 401k? Retirement savings account. It's automatically deducted from your paycheck, and it has 2 big advantages. Advantage 1, tax advantage. Money you put in 401k is set aside before tax, so you pay less tax. Example, monthly paycheck $3,200. 401k investment $400. Taxable income $2,800, not $3,200. Emily would save about $1,000 a year in taxes. Advantage 2. Employer match. Free money. The school matched 50% of what Emily put in, up to a 3% limit. So if Emily put in 3% of her salary, $96, the school matched 1.5%, $48. $48 per month free money. Per year, $576. In 30 years, $17,280. Just the match. If it grows with compound interest, $85,000. You're not refusing free $85,000, are you, Emily? Of course not. That day, Emily went to HR, activated her 401k. Emily's 401k plan. Contribution, 6% of salary, equals $192 per month. Employer match, 3%, equals $96 per month. Total monthly, $288. Annual, $3,456. Emily realized she was investing $192 but accumulating $288, 50% instant return. And the best part? It was automatic, deducted from paycheck. Emily didn't even see it. Second step, Roth IRA. But Todd had said one more thing. 401k is good, but not enough. Also open a Roth IRA. What's a Roth IRA? Another retirement account. But the difference, in 401k, tax isn't cut now. You pay in retirement. In Roth IRA, tax is paid now. Retirement is tax-free. Which is better? You need both, because in retirement, you want tax diversity. Emily did research. She learned the advantages of Roth IRA. Roth IRA advantages. 1. Money you withdraw in retirement is tax-free. 2. No mandatory withdrawal ever. In 401k, it's mandatory at age 72. 3. In emergency, you can withdraw what you put in, not earnings, just what you put in, anytime. Roth IRA limit for 2024. Maximum $6,500 per year, $542 per month. Emily made her decision. Investment distribution. 401k, $192 per month for employer match. Roth IRA, $383, total $575. Emily opened a Roth IRA account at Vanguard. Set up automatic transfer. $383 would go in every month.
Emily now had money in the investment account, but what would she buy? Individual stocks? Apple? Google? Tesla? Bonds? Real estate? Tom had told her, "Emily, you're not a stock analyst. Neither am I, so buy index funds." What is an index fund? A fund that buys the entire market instead of a single stock. Example, S&P 500 Index Fund contains America's largest 500 companies. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, all there. With one purchase, you own 500 companies. Why index fund? 1. Diversification. You're not tied to one company. 2. Low cost. Management fee is very low, 0.03 to 0.10%. 3. Historical return. Average 10% per year over the last 100 years. 4. Simplicity. No research, analysis, stress. Warren Buffett, one of the world's richest investors, said, "For most people, the best investment is a low-cost S&P 500 index fund." Emily researched, and she chose Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, VTSAX. Cost, 0.04%, only $4 per year for $10,000. Coverage, entire U.S. stock market, 4,000 plus companies. Historical return, 10.2% per year over the last 30 years. Emily set her 401k to choose the same fund too. Now the system was complete. Automatic investment. Every month, automatically, $192 to 401k invested in VTSAX. $383 to Roth IRA invested in VTSAX. Emily wasn't doing anything. The system was running itself. Emily looked at her accounts 1 year after making her first investment. 401k. Emily's contribution, $192 times 12, equals $2,304. Employer contribution, 96 times 12, equals $1,152. Total invested, $3,456. Market increase, 8%, plus $276. Total value, $3,732. Roth IRA. Invested,
383 times 12 equals $4,596. Market increase, 8%, plus $367. Total value, $4,963. Overall total, $8,695. Emily had invested $6,900 of her own money, but she had $8,695 in her account. Gain, $1,795. Employer contribution, $96. Market increase, $643. Emily had earned $1,795 in free money without doing anything. And the best part? This was just the beginning. 5 years later, the power of compound interest. Emily was 39 years old. She'd been faithful to the system for 5 years. Every month, automatically, $575 investment, 401k plus Roth IRA, employer contribution $96. Total, $671 per month. 5 years later, total invested, Emily's money, 575 times 12 times 5 equals $34,500. Total contribution Emily plus employer, $671 times 12 times 5 equals $40,260. Account value, 8% average return, $49,850. Emily had saved almost $50,000 in just 5 years with an automatic system without any stress. And she realized the first year she'd made $643 from the market, the 5th year she made $3,200. Because now there was a larger capital. Compound interest was working. Emily reopened The Simple Path to Wealth book. She remembered a sentence Collins said, "Accumulating wealth isn't rocket science. Simply spend less, invest more, wait. That's it." Emily had done exactly that, and her life had changed.
Now it's your turn. What Emily did wasn't a super smart strategy. It was simple, but powerful. You can do it too. But first, answer these questions. Number 1. How much are you saving per month right now? Be honest. It can be $0, no problem, but no. Number 2. How much can you save per month? If you cut expenses plus add side income equals. Number 3. Does your employer have a retirement plan, 401k, 403b, or similar? If yes, are you participating? Are you getting the employer match? Do this today. Step 1. Start automatic savings. Go to your bank or open the app. Set up automatic transfer the day after every payday. A certain amount, it can be $50 or $500, to a separate savings account. Step 2. Set up 3-bucket system. Bucket 1, emergency fund, 3 to 6 months expenses, savings account. Bucket 2, short-term goals, 1 to 3 years, high interest savings. Bucket 3, long-term investment, 5+ years, investment account. Step 4. Check employer retirement plan. Go to HR. Ask, do we have a 401k plan? What's the employer match? How do I start? Start immediately. At least 3% of salary, 6% better. Don't refuse free money. Step 5. Open Roth IRA. Open an account at Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. In Turkey, open an individual retirement account. Set up automatic transfer, whatever you can invest per month. Step 5. Choose index fund. Don't complicate it. Choose one index fund. U.S., S&P 500, or total stock market. Turkey, BIST 30 index fund. World, global index fund. Step 6. Automate and forget. Most important step. Set up your system. Automate it. And forget it. Don't check every month. Don't panic. Just watch and wait. Is it hard? The first step is hard. Setting up the system is hard. But after you set it up, it's easy. It runs automatically. How long does it take? Emily saved $50,000 in 5 years. You can do it too. Maybe less, maybe more, but you can do it. Is it worth it? Emily was in debt at age 34. She had $50,000 at age 39. At age 65, she'll have nearly $1 million. You decide. Now go. Open the bank. Set up the automatic transfer. Because wealth isn't luck, it's a system. Emily built the system. Your turn.
Chapter 4. Investment Psychology, the Emotional Side of Money. Emily was 39 years old and had saved $50,000. She had never seen this much money in her life, and it both excited her and scared her. She checked her account every day, sometimes 3 to 4 times a day. One day, $49,850. Next day, $50,420. The day after, $49,100. Every time it dropped, her heart raced. I'm losing my money. She'd panic. One day, in the teacher's lounge, she ran into Tom again. Tom, I have a question. My account dropped $750 yesterday. Should I sell? Tom smiled. Emily, how often do you check your account? Every day, maybe a few times. That's the problem. First rule, don't check daily. But I'm losing my money. No, you're not losing, it's fluctuating. There's a difference. That day, Tom taught Emily the hardest part of investing. Psychology. The 3 big enemies of investment psychology. Tom recommended a book to her, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Emily read that book, and she understood being wealthy isn't about math, it's about psychology. Here are the 3 big enemies that destroy investors. Enemy 1, fear. March 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic began. The stock market crashed. It dropped 35% in 1 month. Emily's account dropped from $42,000 to $27,300, $14,700 loss. Emily panicked. Her hands were shaking. She couldn't sleep. I'm going to lose everything. I have to sell. I have to sell now. She called Tom. Her voice was trembling. Tom, everything's crashing. What should I do? Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? I'm losing everything. Emily, write this down. The market crashes every 10 years. This is normal. But every time it recovers, and it comes back higher. What if it doesn't recover this time?
It's recovered for 100 years. It will recover this time too. Tom sent her a chart. Historical stock market crashes. 1929, Great Depression, 89% drop, recovered in 25 years. 1987, Black Monday, 22% drop, recovered in 2 years. 2000, dot-com bubble, 49% drop, recovered in 7 years. 2008, financial crisis, 57% drop, recovered in 5 years. 2020, COVID, 35% drop, recovered in 5 months. Emily, if you sell, you realize the loss. If you hold, it's just on paper. There's a difference. Emily was crying. But I'm so scared. I know. Everyone's scared. But the wealthy ones don't sell when scared. They even keep buying. Emily took a deep breath and made a decision. She wouldn't sell. Even better, she would buy. Because now, everything was 35% on sale. Emily didn't stop her investment that month. On the contrary, she continued. She invested $575, and history rewarded Emily. 5 months later, August 2020, the market recovered. Emily's account, $46,000. November 2020, $52,000, more than before. Emily learned fear is wealth's biggest enemy. Enemy 2, greed. January 2021. Emily was talking with Jake, a young teaching assistant at work. Jake was 26 years old, and he kept talking about one thing, crypto. Emily, did you buy Bitcoin? No, I'm in index funds. Jake laughed. Index funds? That's too slow. I made 200% in 3 months on Bitcoin. Emily's eyes widened. 200%? Yes, I put in $5,000. Now it's $15,000. There's also Ethereum, Dogecoin. Emily went home that night. She played with a calculator. If I put in $10,000 and make 200%, it becomes $30,000. Her mind was confused. Index funds made 10% a year, but crypto made 200%. The next day, she talked to Tom. Tom, should I invest in Bitcoin? Jake made a lot. Tom took a deep breath. Emily, ask yourself, do you understand Bitcoin?
Well, it's digital money. How does the technology work? I don't know. What is its value tied to? People's belief? Will it exist in 10 years? I don't know. Tom put his hand on Emily's shoulder. Then don't invest. Warren Buffett has a rule. Don't invest in what you don't understand. But Jake made so much. Yes, and maybe he'll lose a lot. Emily, you don't see Jake's portfolio. Maybe he had $50,000 and gambled with $5,000. But if you risk all your $50,000, you could lose everything. Emily thought. Tom was right. And then something happened. May 2021. Bitcoin crashed. 50% drop. Jake came to work one day. His face was long. What happened, Jake? Bitcoin crashed. My $15,000 dropped to $6,000. Jake had lost $9,000, and he'd sold in panic because he was scared it would drop more. Emily learned that day, greed distracts your attention and makes you invest like gambling. There was a sentence in Morgan Housel's book. Maintaining wealth is harder than becoming wealthy, because becoming wealthy requires risk, but staying wealthy requires patience. Emily decided to stay patient. Enemy 3, comparison. When Emily turned 40, she had saved $60,000. She was proud because 8 years ago she had $27,000 in debt. But one day she saw an old friend on Instagram, Lisa. Lisa was also 40 years old, but she was living a very different life. Her Instagram was full of luxury vacations, Bali, Paris, Tokyo. She had a new BMW, designer clothes, expensive restaurants. Emily looked at her own life. 10-year-old Toyota Corolla, hadn't taken a vacation in years, still using her old iPhone. She felt sad. What am I doing? Life is passing. Lisa is living, I'm saving. That night she couldn't sleep. Her mind was confused. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should live now. The next day she called her mother. Mom, I'm tired. Everyone's living, I'm saving. Lisa is in Bali, I'm at home.
Her mother was silent. Then she asked, Emily, how much is in Lisa's 401k? I don't know. Does she have debt? I don't know. How much is her credit card debt? I don't know. Then how are you comparing? Emily stopped. Her mother was right. Emily, you only see Lisa's Instagram. You don't see her life. Maybe Lisa is in debt. Maybe she's paying credit card interest every month. Maybe she'll have to start from zero at age 50. But I want to live too, Mom. You are living, honey, but you're playing the long game. Lisa is playing the short game. Wait and see who's happy at 50. Emily thought about her mother's words, and she remembered another sentence from Morgan Housel's book. Don't play someone else's game, play your game. Lisa's game, live now, don't think about the future. Emily's game, be free in the future, be disciplined now. Both games are valid, but you can't play both at the same time. Emily had chosen her game, and she would stay faithful to it. Psychological defense mechanisms. Emily learned 3 big lessons about investment psychology, and she made 3 rules for herself. Rule 1. Don't check daily, check quarterly. Emily stopped checking her account every day. Instead, she checked quarterly, every 3 months. Why? Because daily fluctuations only created stress. But when she checked every 3 months, she saw the big picture. Example, January 1st, $50,000. January 15th, $49,200 minus $800. Stress. January 30th, $50,300. March 31st, $52,100 plus $2,100. Progress. If she'd checked daily, she would have panicked on January 15th, but checking quarterly, she saw progress.
Rule 2. Don't compare with others, only with past self. Emily stopped looking at other people's Instagrams, cars, houses. Instead, she did this. Every 6 months, she compared with her old self. Emily's progress chart. Age 32, minus $27,000 in debt. Age 34, $0, debt-free. Age 36, $15,000. Age 38, $35,000. Age 40, $60,000. She was doubling every 2 years, and that was enough for her. Rule 3. Remember the plan during crisis. Read and forget. Emily wrote a crisis letter to herself to the future. It contained these things. Dear future Emily, if you're reading this, it means the market has crashed and you're panicking. Calm down. Take a deep breath. Remember, 1. You're playing the long game, 25 more years until retirement. 2. The market crashes every 10 years. This is normal. 3. Every crash is an opportunity, discount season. 4. If you sell, you realize the loss. 5. If you hold, it will recover. History proves this. Now do this. Close your account. Don't open it for 3 months. Do not stop automatic investment. Continue. Call Tom. Let him talk to you. Read this letter again. You are strong. You did this. You'll do it again. With love, present Emily. Emily wrote this letter, saved it on her phone, and hoped she'd never have to use it. But she used it in 2022. The 2022 crisis, the test. 2022 was another crisis year. Inflation rose, the Fed raised interest rates, the market dropped. Emily's account dropped from $65,000 to $51,000, $14,000 loss. Emily's heart raced, her hands trembled, but then she remembered the crisis letter. She opened the letter, read it, took a deep breath. Then she called Tom. Tom, it's happening again. I know, Emily. Stay calm. I won't sell, but I'm scared. Being scared is normal, but don't turn it into action. Remember what happened in 2020.
It crashed, then recovered. Yes, and you didn't sell, and you won. The same will happen now. Emily took a deep breath. Okay, I won't sell.
And she didn't. The market recovered in 2023. Emily's account? $72,000, more than before. Emily learned psychology is more important than math, because if you have the right strategy but can't handle it psychologically, you lose. Money and happiness. Emily was 41 years old. She had saved $72,000, but one night she asked herself, "Am I happy?" She thought. No debt? Check mark. Had emergency fund? Check mark. Was investing? Check mark. Future was secure? Check mark. But she was still living in the same small apartment, still had the 10-year-old car, still hadn't been on vacation in years. Maybe I should live a little, she thought. There was a chapter in Morgan Housel's book, What is Enough? Housel asked, how much is enough? Do you want infinite money or enough? Emily asked herself, what is enough from me? And she realized enough wasn't a number. It was a feeling. Enough equals feeling of freedom. What did Emily want? If she lost her job, manage for 6 months. Had it, check mark. If the car broke, not stress. Had it, check mark. Go on vacation. Didn't have, X. Bigger house? Wanted. Retire at age 55. On the way. Emily made a plan. Short-term happiness, 1 year. Vacation fund, $3,000. Strategy, set aside $250 per month from side income. Medium-term happiness, 3 to 5 years. House down payment, $40,000. Strategy, accumulate in short-term savings bucket. Long-term freedom, 15 years. Retire at 55. Goal, $500,000. Strategy, continue current investment. Emily understood. Wealth isn't about not spending your money. It's about spending your money in the right places. That year, Emily went on vacation for the first time in 15 years. Hawaii, 5 days. Cost, $2,800. But she didn't stress because she'd created a separate fund for this. She hadn't touched her investment. And on vacation, lying on the beach, she realized, for the first time, she truly felt free. Because when she returned from vacation, there wouldn't be credit card debt. Bills wouldn't be tight. She wouldn't stress. This was true freedom.
Now it's your turn. Investing isn't just numbers, it's psychology. You can do it too, but first, ask yourself these questions. Number 1, what will you do in moments of fear? If the market drops, will you sell or will you hold? Number 2, is greed guiding you? Do you have dreams of getting rich quick or do you want steady growth? Number 3, are you comparing with others? Is Instagram, your friends, your neighbors affecting you? Do this today. Step 1. Reduce checking your account. Not daily. Check quarterly. Mark in calendar January 1st, April 1st, July 1st, October 1st. Step 2. Write a crisis letter. Write a letter to yourself. Read it when you panic in the future. It should contain, why did you invest? What's your long-term goal? What happened in past crises? Don't panic message. Step 3. Determine your enough number. What is enough for you? Determine in writing, emergency fund, X dollars, annual vacation, X dollars, retirement, X dollars, house, X dollars. Step 4. Stop comparing with others. Delete Instagram or don't follow finance pages. Just look at your own progress chart. Step 5. Create a small happiness fund. Outside of investment, create a small life fund, $50 to $100 per month, for vacation, hobbies, entertainment. Because wealth isn't just accumulation, it's also living. Emily learned this. Your turn. Chapter 5. Income Increase, the Accelerating Engine of Wealth.
Emily was 42 years old. She had saved $80,000, but she'd realized something. Savings are important, but not enough. She had calculated current investment, $575 per month. Expected accumulation at 55, $420,000. Her goal, $500,000. Difference, $80,000. Emily understood to accumulate more, she needed to earn more. 3 ways to increase income. Emily did research, and she learned there are 3 ways to increase income. Way 1, salary increase from main job, raise, promotion, job change. Way 2, side income, extra work, weekend jobs, freelance, consulting. Way 3, passive income, money works for you, investment returns, rental income, royalties. Emily tried each one.
Way 1. Salary increase. Emily had been working at the same kindergarten for 10 years. She was a good teacher. Children loved her. Parents loved her. But her salary had barely increased in 10 years. Age 28, $3,000 per month. Age 32, $3,200 per month, plus $200. Age 38, $3,500 per month, plus $300. Age 42, $3,800 per month, plus $300. Total increase in 10 years, $800. Annual average, $80 increase. Emily realized the loyal worker doesn't get promoted. The worker who knows their value does. That year, Emily did something she hadn't done in 10 years. She had a salary negotiation with the principal. But she went prepared. Emily's preparation. Number 1. Market research. Emily researched average salaries for preschool teachers in California. Average $4,200 per month. Emily's salary $3,800 per month. Difference $400, 10.5% below. Number 2. Proof of value. Emily listed her accomplishments from the last 2 years. 98% parent satisfaction, survey results, developed 3 new education programs, mentored 2 new teachers, never took time off in the last year. Number 3. Request. Emily would ask for $4,200 per month plus $400, 10.5% increase. Emily made an appointment. She talked with Principal Linda. Linda, I'd like to discuss my salary. Linda frowned. Emily, our budget is tight. We'll give a general raise anyway. I understand, but I'm not asking for a general raise. I'm asking for a performance-based adjustment. Emily put the folder she'd prepared on the table. She showed parent feedback, programs, market research. In San Diego, the average is $4,200 per month. I'm getting $3,800, and my performance is above average. Linda was silent. She looked at the folder. Emily, the most I can give is $3,950. Emily thought. $150 increase. $1,800 annually. Could we do $4,100, closer to average? Linda paused. $4,000, final offer.
Emily shook hands. Plus $200 per month, plus $2,400 annually. For the first time in her life, Emily had negotiated salary, and she'd won. But the real lesson was, if you don't ask, you don't get. Emily hadn't negotiated salary for 10 years, and for 10 years she'd received low salary. What did that $200 mean? $200 per month equals $2,400 per year. If Emily had put this into investment, 10 years plus $37,000, 20 years plus $117,000. One conversation had earned Emily $117,000. Way 2. Side income increase. Emily was still doing weekend babysitting and online teaching. Monthly side income $860, but she'd been applying the same prices for 8 years.
babysitting $20 per hour, online teaching $18 per hour. Emily realized she needed to raise her prices. Babysitting rate increase. Emily messaged the 3 families she worked with most. "Hello, I've enjoyed working with you for 8 years. Starting in January, I'm raising my hourly rate from $20 to $25. I hope you'll understand. Thank you." All 3 families accepted. No objections. Emily was shocked. Was it that easy? New babysitting income, 25 times 16 hours per month equals $400 per month, up from $320. Online teaching alternative. Emily was getting $18 at VIP Kid, but the platform took 20 to 25% commission. Emily tried something else, finding her own students. She posted in a local Facebook group, "I'm a preschool teacher. I give reading and writing prep lessons to your children. Online, one-on-one, $30 per hour." Within 2 weeks, 4 families messaged. Emily started teaching 5 hours a week.
$30 times 20 hours per month equals $600 per month, up from $540. Total side income increase, old $860 per month, new $1,000 per month. Difference plus $140 per month equals plus $1,680 per year. Way 3. Passive income. First steps. Emily was now making $1,000 per month in side income, but she was still actively working. She was selling her time. She'd heard of something called passive income, income where you don't actively work to earn money. But how? Emily tried 3 different paths. Experiment 1, rental income, failed. Emily wanted to buy a small place and rent it out, but in San Diego, even the smallest studio apartment was $250,000 plus. Emily had $80,000, but she'd set aside $40,000 for a house down payment for herself. She couldn't put down payment on someone else's house. Result? Not possible for now. Experiment 2, digital product, moderately successful. Emily was a teacher, and she was constantly preparing educational materials, activity sheets, templates, lesson plans. One day she thought, why am I not selling these? Emily signed up for Teachers Paid Teachers, TPT, a teacher marketplace. She worked hard for the first 3 months, prepared 20 different activity packages, each priced between $3 to $8, took photos, did promotion. First month, $45 income. Second month, $120. Third month, $180. Sixth month, $250 per month. It wasn't fully passive. Updates and new content were needed, but something she prepared once kept selling. Result, $250 extra per month. Experiment 3. Dividend income, long-term success. Emily had invested $80,000, all in VTSAX index fund. But she wasn't receiving dividends because she was redirecting dividends back into investment automatically. Tom had told her, "Emily, you don't need dividends now. In 20 years, those dividends will turn into monthly income." Dividend calculation. VTSAX gives an average of 1.5% annual dividend. $80,000 times 1.5% equals $1,200 per year dividend. This seems small now, but in 20 years, Emily's estimated portfolio at 55, $500,000. Dividend, $500,000 times 1.5% equals $7,500 per year, equals $625 per month. Passive, without working at all. Emily understood. Passive income requires patience. It doesn't happen immediately, but when it does, it brings freedom. The impact of income increase. Emily had now increased income from all 3 paths. Previous situation, age 42, main salary, $3,800 per month. Side income, $860 per month. Total, $4,660 per month. Difference, plus $590 per month.
equals plus $7,080 per year. Where did Emily put this $590? All into investment. New monthly investment, $575 plus $590 equals $1,165 per month. What does this mean? Emily's new estimate at $55. Old plan, $575 per month, $420,000. New plan, $1,165 per month, $620,000. Plus $200,000 difference. Emily had exceeded her goal. Not $500,000, she would save $620,000. And she realized income increase is more powerful than savings. Because reducing spending has a limit, you can't go below zero, but there's no limit to increasing income.
Big lesson. Pay yourself first on increases. Emily applied a rule with every income increase, the 50% rule. Put 50% of every increase into investment, 50% into life. Examples: salary increase plus $200, $100 to investment, $100 to quality of life. Side income increase plus $140, $70 to investment, $70 to quality of life. Digital product plus $250, $125 to investment, $125 to vacation fund. This way, Emily was both getting wealthier and living. She'd found the balance. Now it's your turn. Increasing income is the rocket fuel of wealth. You can do it too, but first, answer these questions. Number 1. When was your last salary increase? More than 1 year? Then it's negotiation time. Number 2. How many hours of free time do you have per month? 10 to 15 hours? There's side income potential. Number 3. Do you have any skills? Cooking, writing, design, consulting, teaching? Sell them. Do this today. Step 1. Prepare for salary negotiation. Research industry average, Glassdoor, pay scale. List accomplishments from the last year. Determine a request number. 10 to 15% increase is realistic. Make an appointment. Discuss. Step 2. Find side income. Choose based on your talents. If you love writing, freelance writing. If you can design, Fiverr, Upwork. If you have expertise, online consulting. If you love children, babysitting. If you have a car, Uber, Lyft, short term. Step 3. Raise your prices. If you're already doing side work, when was your last increase? Raise by 20 to 25%. Customer loss will be minimal. Step 4. Think digital product. Make one thing, sell it many times. Ebook, online course, template, design, consulting package. Step 5. Invest 50% of every increase. When increase comes, half to investment, half to life. Grow balanced. Emily did this, created $200,000 difference. Your turn.
Chapter 6. Home Dream. The Big Decision. Emily was 44 years old. She had saved $120,000. She'd been living in the same small apartment for 12 years. 850 square feet, 1 bedroom, old building. Rent, $1,100 per month. And Emily had started dreaming. Her own home. But she had a question. Is buying a home smart, or should she keep renting? Home versus rent, the big debate. Emily did research, and she found 2 different views. View 1. Buy a home, rent is wasted money. Her mother, friends, most people said this. Emily, you're throwing money in the trash with rent. You paid $158,400 in rent in 12 years. If you'd had a home, it would be yours now. View 2. Buying a home isn't always smart. The Simple Path to Wealth book, and Tom said this. Emily, a home isn't an investment. It's a lifestyle decision.
Sometimes renting is smarter. Emily was confused. Who was right? Calculating the realities. Emily opened an Excel spreadsheet. She calculated with real numbers. Scenario 1, buying a home. A small house in San Diego, $450,000. Initial costs, down payment, 20%, $90,000. Closing costs, 3%, $13,500. Total initial payment, $103,500. Monthly costs. Mortgage payment, $360,000, 6.5% interest, 30 years, $2,275 per month. Property tax, $450 per month. Home insurance, $150 per month. Maintenance and repair, 1% annually, $375 per month. HOA fee, $200 per month. Total, $3,450,
More expensive than renting. But then she realized something. It changes over time. 30-year comparison. Emily made a 30-year projection. Renting scenario. Assumptions. Rent increase 3% per year. Emily puts $103,500 into investment instead of down payment plus closing. She also puts the $2,350 per month difference into investment. Investment return 8% per year. After 30 years, total rent paid $641,000. Accumulated in investment $1,850,000. Net plus $1,209,000. Buying home scenario. After 30 years, total home payment $819,000 mortgage plus $540,000 taxes, insurance, maintenance equals $1,359,000. Home value 3% annual increase $1,090,000. Net minus $269,000. But you have the home. Emily was confused. The numbers show renting, but isn't owning a home security? Tom told her, Emily, a home isn't an investment. It's a lifestyle. If you'll live in the same place for 10 plus years, you want a yard, renovations, freedom, emotional value matters, then buy. But don't look at it as a purely financial decision. Emily asked herself honest questions. Number 1, how long will I live here? At least 15 years, until I retire. Number 2, will owning a home make me happy? Yes, I want to be in my own place. I don't want to tolerate the neighbor's noise. Number 3, can I afford $3,450 per month? Challenging, but yes. My total income is $5,250. After $3,450, $1,800 remains.
Number 4. Is it worth giving up investment? Partially. I won't put all my money into the home. I'll go balanced. Emily made her decision. She would buy a home, but smartly. Smart home buying strategy. Emily didn't buy the full $450,000 home. She thought smaller. Revised plan. Home price, $350,000. Smaller, but new. Down payment, 20%, $70,000. Closing, $10,500. Total initial, $80,500. Monthly payments. Mortgage, $280,000, 6.5%, 30 years, $1,770. Property tax, $350. Insurance, $120. Maintenance, $290. HOA, $150. Total, $2,680 per month. Rent, $1,100. Difference, $1,580 per month more. More reasonable.
Emily could afford this. Financing plan. Emily had saved $120,000, but she didn't put it all into the home. Division. For home, $80,500. Emergency fund, 6 months, $16,000 based on new home payments. Furniture/moving, $10,000. Remaining, $13,500. Emily didn't empty her investment account, but she didn't touch 401k and Roth IRA. She only used the home fund she'd kept separate. The home search process. Emily found a realtor. She gave her criteria. Price, $320,000 to $360,000. Location, less than 30 minutes to work. 2 bedrooms, 1 to 2 bathrooms. Small yard, optional. Good school district for the future. For 3 months, she toured 18 homes. Most were either too expensive or too old.
Finally, she found it. $335,000. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,100 square feet. A bit bigger than the apartment. Small backyard. 15 years old, good condition. 25 minutes to work. Emily made an offer. $330,000. Rejected. Another buyer had offered $340,000. Emily was sad, but her realtor said, "The right home will come." 2 weeks later, another house came up. $340,000. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, 1,050 square feet, newly renovated, small patio, 20 minutes to work. Emily immediately made an offer. $338,000. Accepted. Closing and moving. When closing day came, Emily was excited and scared. She sat at the table, signed a pile of papers, paid $80,500 with deed and down payment, and when the key was given, she cried. For the first time in her life, she had her own home. She was 44 years old. Too late? Maybe, but finally it had come. Emily sat on the floor in her new home that night. Furniture hadn't arrived yet, but she was happy. She called her mother. "Mom, I did it. I have a home." Her mother was crying too. "I'm proud of you, honey. 12 years ago, you had $27,000 in debt. Now, you're a homeowner." "I know, Mom. I can't believe it." "You deserved it, Emily, because you worked. You were patient. You didn't give up." Emily lay in her bed that night, still an air mattress, and looked at her ceiling and thought, "This ceiling is mine. This home is mine, and I created this." Financial impact of home purchase. But reality hit Emily immediately. First month, home payment, $2,680. Electricity/water, now bigger, $180. Internet, $70. Yard equipment, $350. Small repairs, $200. Total, $3,480, with extra first month expenses. Emily's income, $5,250. Remaining, $1,770. Groceries, gas, other expenses, approximately $1,000.
Leftover, $770. Emily panicked. "I have no money to invest." For the first 3 months, Emily didn't invest because home costs were more than expected. Washing machine broke, $600. AC maintenance, $200. Plants/equipment for yard, $400. Emily learned owning a home means unpredictable expenses. But from month 4 onward, things balanced. No more big expenses. And Emily returned to her investment, but less. Old, $1,165 per month. New,
$600 per month. Emily had made a choice. She saw owning a home as more important than getting rich faster. And she made peace with it. 5 years later, was the home decision right? Emily was 49 years old. She'd been living in her own home for 5 years. Financial situation: home value, purchase $338,000. Now, 4% annual increase, $411,000. Remaining mortgage, $255,000. Home equity, $156,000. Investment account, 5 years times $600 per month, $36,000 invested, with compound return, $48,000. Total net worth: home equity, $156,000, investment, $48,000, 401k plus Roth IRA continued, $95,000. Total, $299,000. If she'd continued renting, $80,500 plus $1,580 per month difference, all into investment, estimated after 5 years, $385,000. The numbers said renting, but Emily had no regrets. Because, checkmark, she lived in her own home. Checkmark, she was gardening in her yard. Checkmark, she'd painted the walls the color she wanted. Checkmark, she didn't deal with neighbor noise. Checkmark, fixed payment, rent not increasing. And most importantly, she was happy. Emily understood some decisions aren't just numbers, they're quality of life.
Now it's your turn. Buying a home is a big decision. There's no right or wrong answer, but making an informed decision is important. You can do it too, but first, answer these questions. Number 1, why do you want to buy a home? For investment? Maybe other investments are better. For quality of life? Then buy. Number 2, will you stay in the same place for at least 10 years? Yes, buying a home makes sense. No, continue renting. Number 3, can you afford the monthly payment? Home payment plus tax plus insurance plus maintenance should be less than 30% of income, ideal. Number 4, do you have an emergency fund? 6 months expenses plus $10,000 home emergency fund. If not, create that first. Do this today. Step 1, calculate real cost. Not just mortgage payment, property tax, 1 to 1.5% of annual value. Insurance, $1,000 to $2,000 annually. Maintenance, 1 to 2% of annual value. HOA, if any. Add it up. Divide by month. Can you afford it? Step 2. Set down payment goal. Minimum 10%. Ideal 20%. Target home X dollars. Down payment 20%. Y dollars. Current amount Z dollars. Needed Y minus Z. How many months? Y minus Z divided by monthly savings. Step 3. Get loan pre-approval. Go to bank. Get pre-approval. Learn how much loan they'll give. But careful, bank gives you maximum, not what you should. Target 70 to 80% of what bank says. Step 4. Be realistic. Your first home won't be your dream home. Start small, grow later. Step 5. Don't neglect investment. Even when buying home, continue investment. At least 401k employer match. Because home shouldn't be the only piece of your wealth. Emily learned this. Your turn.
Chapter 7. Financial Independence, the first taste of freedom. Emily turned 50. In her classroom full of children, there were birthday cakes. The little 4-year-old sang, "Happy birthday, Teacher Emily." Emily smiled, but she heard a voice inside. "You're 50 years old. Will you work 15 more years?"
That night, when she got home, she looked at her accounts. Net worth, age 50. Home equity, $185,000. 401k, $145,000. Roth IRA, $95,000. Taxable investment account, $62,000. Emergency fund, $18,000. Total, $505,000. Emily realized, for the first time in her life, she had $500,000. 18 years ago, she had $27,000 in debt. Now, she had $505,000 in assets. $532,000 difference. Emily cried that night, but this time they were tears of victory. FI number, the freedom number. Emily reopened the Simple Path to Wealth book. There was a concept in there, FI number, financial independence number. FI number equals the amount of money needed to be free. How is it calculated? FI number equals annual expenses times 25. Why 25? The 4% rule. If you spend 4% of your portfolio every year, your money won't run out because your investment earns an average of 7 to 8%. If you withdraw 4%, the remaining 3 to 4% balances inflation. 100 divided by 4 equals 25. So annual expenses times 25 equals money that will last forever. Emily calculated. Annual expenses. Home payment, $32,160. $2,680 times 12. Other, groceries, gas, etc., $18,000. Total, $50,160 per year.
FI number, $50,160 times 25 equals $1,254,000. Emily was shocked. $1.25 million? I'm still at $500,000. But then she realized, at age 55, the house would be paid off. At age 55 calculation, freedom is close. Emily calculated what would happen at age 55. At age 55, 5 years later, investments, 401k plus Roth IRA, $770 per month investment, $575 plus $195 employer. After 5 years, $285,000. Taxable account, $400 per month. After 5 years, $91,000. Total investment, $376,000. Home, remaining mortgage, $235,000, down from $280,000. Home value, $495,000, 4% annual increase. Equity, $260,000. Net worth, $636,000. But the really important thing, if she retired at 55, the home payment would continue. Emily thought of something else. What if I pay off the house? Aggressive strategy, paying off home early. Emily made a bold decision. From age 50, she would put extra money toward the house, not investment. Why? Because if she paid off the house, at age 55, annual expenses, home payment, $0. Done. Check mark. Only tax/insurance/maintenance, $9,000. Other, $18,000. Total, $27,000 per year. New FI number, 27,000 times 25 equals $675,000. Emily would have $636,000 at age 55, very close to $675,000. And she thought, if I work part-time, I can be free at 55.
Plan. Pay off home in 5 years. Emily looked at her current mortgage. Remaining, $280,000. Monthly payment,
$1,770, interest plus principal. Interest, 6.5%. 30 years remaining, but Emily would finish in 5 years. Her strategy: she would make extra payments monthly. Every extra payment would go to principal and reduce interest. Calculation: $280,000 divided by 60 months equals $4,667 per month needed. Current payment, $1,770. Extra needed, $2,897 per month. Emily's income, $5,250. Expenses, excluding home, $1,500. Home normal payment, $1,770. Remaining, $1,980. Not enough. She needed to put in $2,897 extra. Emily found the solution: increase side income plus reduce investment. New plan: 1. Increase digital product income, $250 to $500 per month. 2. One more evening of online lessons, plus $150 per month. 3. Reduce investment, $770 to $300 per month, only employer match. Total for home, $1,980 plus $650 equals $2,630 per month extra payment. Still $267 short. Emily would cover this from annual bonus from savings. Age 50 to age 55, the sprint. Emily started a sprint at age 50, last 5 years. Goal: finish the house. Year 1, age 50, $2,630 extra payment monthly. Annual bonus, $1,500 to home. Year-end remaining, $245,000.
Year 2, age 51, continue. Remaining $208,000. Year 3, age 52, Emily got another raise, plus $150 per month. All to home. Remaining $168,000. Year 4, age 53, continue. Remaining $125,000. Year 5, age 54, last year. Remaining $78,000. Emily withdrew $78,000 from taxable account. Mortgage done. Emily at age 54 completely paid off her home. 30-year mortgage done in 4.5 years. Age 54, freedom at the door. Emily at age 54 no longer had a mortgage. Monthly expenses: property tax, $350. Insurance, $120. Maintenance, $200. Other, groceries, etc., $1,500. Total, $2,170 per month, equals $26,040 per year. Net worth: home, fully paid, $530,000. 401k plus Roth IRA, $210,000. Invested little for 5 years. Emergency, $20,000. Total, $760,000. FI number, $26,040 times 25 equals $651,000. Emily had $760,000, more than FI number. Emily was financially independent, but she was still working because she loved her job. But now she was working from choice, not necessity. And at age 55, she would make a decision. Age 55 decision: early retirement. Emily was 55 years old. She'd been a teacher for 23 years. Principal Linda was retiring. The new principal was young, aggressive, loved politics. Emily was tired. She loved the children, but the system was wearing her down. One day she talked to Tom. Tom had retired 2 years earlier. "Tom, I'm thinking of quitting too. Are you ready?" "Financially, yes. Emotionally, I don't know."
Emily, let me tell you something. When I retired, I was scared. I'll be in a void, I thought. But you know what happened? It was my happiest 2 years.
What did you do? I spent time with my grandchild, took care of my garden, wrote a book, volunteered, and I never regretted it. Emily thought and decided she would retire at 55, but not full retirement, semi-retirement. Plan, semi-retirement. Emily didn't quit completely because 1. She loved the children. 2. She wanted social connection. 3. A small income gave a sense of security. Here's her new plan. Part-time teaching. 3 days a week, half-day mornings, 8 a.m. to noon. Salary, $1,800 per month. Health insurance, important until age 65. Online lessons, 5 hours per week. Income, $600 per month. Digital products, passive income, $500 per month. Total income, $2,900 per month. Expenses, $2,170 per month. Extra, $730 per month. Emily wouldn't touch her investment. She covered expenses with income, and investment continued growing. Emily had entered Coast FIRE mode. Coast FIRE, you're not putting money into investment anymore, but current investment grows to cover retirement. Emily had $210,000 in 401k plus Roth. If it grows at 8%, 10 years later, age 65, $453,000, plus home, $530,000. Total at age 65, $983,000, almost $1 million. Emily had succeeded. Now it's your turn. Financial independence isn't a dream, it's a plan. You can do it too, but first answer these questions. Number 1, what's your FI number? Annual expenses times 25 equals what? Number 2, where are you now? Net worth equals what? Number 3, how long to reach FI? FI number minus current divided by monthly investment times 12 equals how many years?
Do this today. Step 1. Calculate your FI number. Know your annual expenses. Add up last 12 months. Times 25. This is your freedom number. Step 2. Calculate your net worth. Assets, home, investment, cash, debts, credit card, mortgage, other. Net equals assets minus debt. Step 3. Visualize the gap. FI number, X. Net worth, Y. Gap, X minus Y. You'll fill this gap. Step 4. Increase investment rate. If you're investing 10% of income now, raise to 15%. If 15, raise to 20. If 20, raise to 25. Every 5% increase moves FI date forward by years. Step 5. Calculate Coast FIR date. At what age can you stop investing? Use online Coast FIR calculator. Maybe closer than you think. Step 6. Think semi-retirement. Full retirement or switch to part-time? Both are valid. What matters, you have the freedom to choose. Emily was in debt at age 32. She semi-retired at age 55. 23 years. Is it possible? Emily proved it. Your turn. Chapter 8. Freedom. The Next Life. Emily was 57 years old. 6 a.m. The alarm didn't ring because she hadn't set it. She opened her eyes. Sun was streaming through the window. Birds singing in the yard. No rush. She didn't have to go to work. She didn't have to go anywhere. She made her coffee, went out to her patio, watered her flowers, and thought, this is freedom. Free life for the first 2 years. Emily had semi-retired at age 55.
But at 56, she quit completely because even part-time started feeling heavy, and she didn't need it anymore. Net worth at age 56. Home, $560,000. 401k plus Roth IRA, $238,000, continued growing. Emergency plus cash, $25,000. Total, $823,000. Emily now lived only on passive income. Monthly income, digital products, $650, had grown. Dividends from investment, $120. Total, $770 per month. Monthly expenses, $2,200.
In Italy, she stayed in Airbnb, shopped at markets, lived like a local. In Japan, she stayed in hostel, ate cheap ramen, but experienced temples, gardens, culture. Emily realized freedom is different from luxury. Freedom is being able to make choices. Health, the biggest asset. When Emily turned 58, she noticed something. Her friends were starting to get sick. Heart attack, cancer, diabetes. Emily looked at herself. She'd paid attention to her health for the last 10 years. 30-minute walk every morning. Vegetable garden at home, fresh and cheap. No stress, no job, no boss, no alarm. Sufficient sleep. Emily went to the doctor. Checkup. Emily, you're very healthy for 58. Keep it up. Emily understood. The best investment is the investment you make in your health. Because if you're healthy, medical expenses low, save money. If you're healthy, you live your freedom, quality of life. Emily couldn't make time for health when working. Now she could, and she saw the difference. Relationships, the gift of time. Emily realized the biggest gift when retired was time. Her mother was 78 years old, lived in Texas. When Emily was working, she'd visit once or twice a year. Now she went every 2 months. Mom, I can spend time with you. This is so valuable. Her mother held her hand. I'm proud of you too, honey. You did it. You became free. Emily cried. If it wasn't for you, Mom, I couldn't have done it. You taught me. Her mother smiled. No, honey, you did it yourself. I just believed. Emily learned money doesn't buy time, but time buys memories. Age 60, full circle. Emily turned 60. 28 years ago, at age 32, she had $27,000 in debt. She was hopeless. She was lost. Now, at 60, she had $900,000 net worth. No debt. Free. Emily remembered that day, the young woman crying at the kitchen table saying, "How am I going to do this?" And now she wanted to tell her.
Letter to my younger self. Dear 32-year-old Emily, I know you feel hopeless right now. $27,000 in debt is drowning you. Every month end the same cycle. You feel hopeless. But I'm going to tell you something. You're going to do it. And you won't just get out of debt. You'll be free. 28 years from now, at 60, you'll have $900,000 net worth. You'll live in your own home, debt-free. You'll go wherever you want, whenever you want. How? Small steps. Every day without giving up. Here's your roadmap. 1. Awareness. First 30 days, just record expenses. See where money goes. 2. Debt. Use snowball method. Start with smallest debt. Gain momentum. 3. Savings. Automate. You don't spend what you don't see. 4. Investment. Index fund. Simple, effective, long-term. 5. Income. Find side income. Ask for raise. Know your value. 6. Home. Don't rush. Buy when ready, but don't neglect investment. 7. Psychology. When fear comes, don't sell. Don't compare with others. 8. Patience. 28 years seems long, but when you move forward every day, it's short. Will it be hard? Yes, especially the first 3 years. Friends will go out while you stay home. Lisa will be in Bali while you make a budget. When the market crashes, you'll panic, but you won't sell. But I know you're strong, because I'm you 28 years later and you did it. Don't forget, wealth isn't luck, it's patience. Freedom isn't a gift, it's a choice. You can do it because I did. And 28 years from now, you'll write a letter to your 60-year-old self too, and thank yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust the system. Don't give up. With love, 60-year-old Emily.
Summary. Emily's 8 golden rules. 1. Awareness. Know where your money goes. 2. Debt. Snowball method. Start small. 3. Automate. You don't spend what you don't see. 4. Investment. Index fund. Keep it simple. 5. Increase income. Salary plus side income plus passive. 6. Psychology. When fear comes, hold. 7. Patience. 20 to 30 years, but worth it. 8. Live. Wealth is the tool. Freedom is the goal. Now, close this book. Take your phone and take the first step. 1. Open a note. My Financial Freedom Journey. 2. Write today's date. 3. Write, I'm starting today, I won't give up. 4. Record your first expense. It's that simple. Emily started this way. 28 years later, she was free. What will your story be 28 years from now? The choice is yours. But know this, it's possible. Because Emily did it. Now go. Start. Freedom is waiting for you.